correct?
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to week 7 of our fall broadcast. I have a bunch of people here with us today, which is really exciting. First and foremost, we have our superintendent, Pat Kinney, is here with us. Ranger Bailey, and then a new face, we have Ranger Anna from Wolf Trap. She is here shadowing us this week, which is really, really cool. We've loved having her this week. And so before she exits, because she's going to go see how we make the magic happen behind the scenes, she just wanted to do a quick spiel about what Wolf Trap is, because it's a really unique Park Service site.
Thank you. Yeah. So Wolf Trap is actually only just under 2 hours from here, from Shenandoah, and only 30 minutes from DC. And the best part is that we are the nation's only national park for the performing arts. But just because we have world-class artists coming throughout the summer, we also that's like not all that you have. We have the Filing Center. We even have the Children's Theater in the Woods, which is fun for children, and that is a fun short walk to within our forest. And so this is all happening throughout the summer. But outside of the summer season, we do have great walking trails, and even throughout the summer, we even have a fishing pond. And so just because we're just hosting awesome artists every summer, that doesn't mean you can't come to our trails throughout the off season or during the summer. It's about 2.5 worth of hiking trails. And even right now we have ranger-led programs which include backstage tours of our world-class stage, the Filing Center. So we highly encourage any visitors going to that area to come and contact us or follow us on social media at Wolf Trap MPS to take a quick detour and explore our beautiful national park for the performing arts.
Yep, thank you so much. Yeah, it's really cool. Check out their social media. We've been tagged in there, I think, a couple times. We've been commenting on each other's just to like keep in touch, so it's been pretty neat. So thank you so much for that. Now Anna's going to go behind the scenes with Neil and Tom, who are running our camera and broadcasting system. So she's going to check that out. Maybe you'll see a live stream from Wolf Trap soon. All right, so we're going to go back into our regularly scheduled broadcast. So if you have any questions throughout the broadcast, please leave those in the comments. We're going to answer those at the end. We are here every Thursday at noon on Facebook and YouTube. If you missed a couple of the weeks that we had prior to this, they are all uploaded on our YouTube page, our Facebook, and our website, which is probably going to be the easiest way to view those. We also have some tips that we're going to share, and of course, a peak check. So I guess we could do peak check first. I'm sure that's what you all are wondering right now. So we are in Big Meadows, and as you can tell, above us and probably behind us, it's a little bare. There's a couple reasons for that. It's been really windy, actually, so quite a few of the leaves have dropped to the ground, and it's also just a little bit past peak, but just in those higher elevations. We can tell you with confidence that if you go to an overlook, you are going to see in the lower elevations those really bright pops of yellow, which is what Bailey was telling me about earlier. And we did actually talk to the supervisor, Ranger Maria at Dickey Ridge Visitor Center, and she said this morning that you would be crazy not to take advantage of entering at the park at Front Royal or any of the other entrance stations, especially because Front Royal does get kind of busy. But she did say in the Dickey Ridge Visitor Center area, there's still so much color left, and so you have to go check it out. I think we're seeing a lot of the yellows from the hickory trees and the tulip poplars. Most of the maples I think are going to be a little bit past color. Those are like the reds. And then the sumac, we're still seeing sumac actually. That's pretty bright red on the side of the Skyline Drive, and the Virginia creeper is still hanging in there. So you have not missed it yet. So please take advantage of this time. We're going to do another broadcast next week. I think it's going to be our last one, but we are going to continue to update you with the fall color that we are seeing until it is all gone. So if you are thinking about coming out here for the weekend or in the coming weeks, you have not missed peak yet. There are still areas in the park that you are going to be able to find it.
Absolutely.
Yep. All right, so we can go into our tips.
Right. So as you're coming into the park to see some of that lasting color, definitely make sure to go the speed limit throughout the park. We have wet leaves right now in some areas because it's a lot of falling down, very bare. They have to go somewhere.
So especially like those frosty mornings,
oh, yeah,
when it melts, that's what makes the leaves pretty wet because we haven't had a lot of rain. But so if you're wondering where the wetness is coming from,
that is where. And so we want to make sure everyone is safe, including our wildlife, our visitors, people working here. So if you could please be mindful of the speed limit, which is pretty consistently 35, but it can be lower in some areas. So be mindful of where you're at and what the speed limit's supposed to be. Definitely when you park somewhere, get all 4 tires off, unless it's marked to not park there. Please do not in that case. Find somewhere else where you can safely park off the road so that people can get around you, so that you're not in the way. Yeah, stay where you're supposed to be. It's the best way to experience the park.
Yep. And if there is a parking lot that's full, just move on to the next one, whether that's at a trailhead or an overlook. We have more than 75 overlooks and more than 500 miles of trails, so there's always an opportunity just ahead. So speaking of those drought conditions, I said we haven't had rain. We really haven't, which is really unfortunate. The park is still in a drought condition right now, and we are monitoring that daily. Right now, our streams are at an all-time low, especially it's unusual for this time of year. So the fishing is still closed in the park. If we do get a significant amount of rainfall, we're going to reevaluate that, and we will let you know if conditions change and when fishing opens again.
Please, if you do come out and you want to build a fire, because right now it's cold, please remember to use our fire grates that are already installed in the park. You cannot have open flame just out randomly built. So please use our designated areas for that. And if you need water in the park, a lot of places are going to be shutting down where you can get water soon. So if you need that, please find a frost-proof faucet. They'll be marked most likely, and you can get water from there instead.
Yeah, so a lot of the water that we're going to be shutting down are going to be on those like historic rock-looking kind of faucets. They're really cool to find, but unfortunately they're not going to work. So you're going to look for a spigot or a faucet or what will we are going to mark them. They're going to be in the picnic area, so you can still put out your fire if you need to.
Yes.
We do have some closings coming up too. There is one coming up Sunday, November 5th, and that is the Loft Mountain Wayside. And then the following Sunday, November 12th, we have Elk Wallow Wayside, Big Meadows Lodge, and Big Meadows Wayside. So if you are looking to get into those spots before they close, do that soon. We also have other operating hours that you can view on our website. If you're curious when those are going to close, we have a couple more throughout the month, but those are the ones that are coming up most recently.
Let's just add at the Big Meadows Wayside, fuel still will be available at Big Meadows Wayside.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good information.
It's good news. Great. And then we're just going to do a quick update on the fire, the Quaker Run fire that is happening next to the park. If you are looking for any of those updates, please follow our social media page on Facebook and on Instagram for any additional updates. We are keeping a close eye on that.
I would just add on the fire, we're working very closely with the Virginia Division of Forestry as well as Madison County Fire to work in a unified command to ensure that the private lands, the state lands, as well as the park lands are all being protected. So you can count on us to keep you updated, as Allie said, through social media.
Yep, thank you. So one of the reasons we invited Pat to be on today, and he really wanted to come today, is because it's something that he really cares about, and that's your fee dollars. And so when we're talking about that, we mean the entrance fees that you pay when you visit the park, as well as the campground fees that you pay, and how those fees benefit you and the park. So Pat really wanted to talk about that, and we really want to know more about it.
So thanks, Allie.
Yeah.
Nobody likes to pay fees, I understand that, but we were authorized, the National Park Service was authorized by law to collect fees. And the good thing is the majority of those dollars stay in the park where they're collected and provide visitor enhancements. The law that was created to allow fees ensures that that money is being utilized to directly impact visitors. So I think that's a real positive.
Yeah, so what are some examples that visitors might see in the park?
So I'm going to talk about a few successes this year. Loft Mountain Campground. All new picnic tables were put in, and many fire rings were installed at Loft Mountain Campground that are a direct benefit to all those folks that are camping there. We're currently working on food storage boxes, also known as bear boxes. These are food storage lockers that are put in campgrounds. This year we'll complete Matthew's Arm. All the sites will have a food storage locker hopefully for next season when we go back into the spring. We'll be working over that over the winter. If you walked into the visitor center and you talked to one of our temporary seasonal rangers, most likely those staff were being paid for by fee dollars.
Mm-hmm.
If you used our restrooms, the janitorial staff, which was a totally direct impact to visitors to ensure that restrooms are clean throughout this park, we pay for some of the staff that do that janitorial work in those restrooms. You may have seen work this summer on stone walls in the park, the historic stone walls. They need love and care, and there were projects being done this year to restore and rehab some of those stone walls throughout the park. We are continuing. Oh, and then one of the most critical ones.
Yeah, it's like I'm going to jump in here.
Yeah. One of the most critical ones that we know visitors are really in tune with is our overlooks. The park has numerous overlooks looking out at the Shenandoah Valley as well as the Virginia Piedmont. We use fee dollars to support the work to keep those overlooks open so you can take in those wonderful views and the fall color.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we mentioned that earlier. He's a year-round.
If you want to read any more about how your fee dollars come to impact the park, we actually have a web page. It's literally your fee dollars where they go.
At work.
Yeah, so if you want to check that out, we actually have an example of one of those overlooks. You can scroll to see the before and after of management versus after management and the view you get from your fee dollars. We have a ton of examples on there, so please make sure to check it out if you're curious.
Yeah, we can also drop that link in the comments if you guys want a more direct route to it. All right, so we have some people leaving some comments. Ann Beal loves camping at Loft and the new tables.
Nice.
So great. I'm so glad those are already being used. How cold was it at Big Meadows this morning? It's still cold now, so it was probably a lot colder earlier.
Down in the valley, it was in the teens. So
Yes.
I can only imagine what this elevation might have been this morning.
So again, if you guys have any questions, you guys can put those in the comments now. So those are the ones I just read on Facebook. Let's see if there's anything on YouTube. We might just have a shout out and say hi. We like doing that too. Okay. How beautiful. We agree. It is so pretty here. It's so pretty here, especially in the winter. The skies are clear. The weather, I mean, you can take deep breaths, I guess.
Yeah.
Some of us miss the humidity. Some of us don't. But we're going to be okay. I love all the seasons, so we're going to make it through. All right. If you guys don't have any questions right now, that's okay. If you want to drop them in throughout the day, we are going to continue monitoring the comment section. So if you have any questions at all, we would be happy to go in and answer those for you. But we are going to wrap it up now. But thank you so much, Pat, for being here. And thank you, Anna. She's still behind the scenes learning all about what's going on. All right, then. We will see you all again, same time and place, next Thursday on Facebook and YouTube. Probably still in Big Meadows because we just love it up here so much. So thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you again next time.
Bye.
See ya.